Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is March 21st, 2026, and this is my weekly market review, where I'm reviewing the NASDAQ 100, that's QQQ, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor, please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, right off the front, all four indexes are below the 9-10 moving average, whichever one you may be having. Technical traders look at when the market is below this point here, we are in a bull market. A bear market. I'm so bullheaded, but we are in a bear market. I think we've been in a slightly bear market ever since we couldn't break this 630 level right here. Just put that out front on the NASDAQ only, but I will let everybody on all the other indexes know that we are in a bear market at this time. I think this market has been quite bearish ever since we couldn't break that level there. No, but that's that. All right, let's jump over to our quarterly chart. Let me resize this, maximize this quarterly chart. And what do we see? We see a bearish engulfing at the top. And also be careful, be careful, be careful. We had that before, the first quarter before, and it did turn a little red and probably got a little scary looking at this tail here on this candle here, but it ended up green, as we can see. So again, be careful, be careful, be careful. Just pay attention to your trading plans and your trading strategies, and trade accordingly. But that's that. Let's go ahead and go down to our monthly chart, see what we see there. On our monthly chart, excuse me, this is what we see. This is where I'm saying we are below the 9-10 moving average right at this time. So right now, technically, we are in a bear market. It's not the end of the month quite yet, but we only got a week and a couple of more days. And I don't see things changing that much, but it can. Anything can happen. But that's where we're at right now. And just want to bring that, make sure you see that. All right, let's go down to this weekly chart and see what we see on this weekly chart. On this weekly chart, what we got big going on here, as I had identified before, we're in this big slide. We haven't been able to break the 630 level. So ever since we haven't been able to break the 630 level, it's kind of been sell, 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 and all. So, and that's where we're at. So my next support, my next demand level, I was looking at this green candle right here at one time. Okay, we can't break that low. And we've gotten below that low. We kind of fought there and all quite a bit last week. We ended up with a doji. Then this week we just kind of like ate up all that little demand in that area. So now the next demand level that I'm looking at is this area right here. And we're also getting close to the 50 moving average. That's what this line is. And we're also getting close to a support 2 level. So next week is the week. Can we stay above all this stuff that we're going to be running into next week? Is it going to be enough to actually turn this market around? That's what we're going to be looking out for and all. And that's pretty much it, what I see here on this weekly chart. Let's go ahead and go down to our daily noise and wrap this on up. On this daily noise, what we saw this past week, again, looked like the market wanted to go up, but we got dojis. Each time we got a gap up, we ended up with a doji. Then it just kind of like gave up and all, and we ended up with this evening star. Evening star in the market, and we'll follow through and getting below the 200. It tried to pull back above the 200 on Thursday, but then Friday, option expiration week, we ended up down below the 200 and closing red. And then it looked like next week we will be opening below pivot and all, this white line here. So again, this slip that we're seeing in the market and being below 200, you might get some panic in the market and see this market might really drop hard. So be careful, be careful, be careful. That's all I can say, and that's what I see. But that's it. That's pretty much all I have this week. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys have a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.